So this is a very powerful mini PC from a company called Ace Magic. Now for years, devices like the Fire Stick or Android TV, Google TV devices have been the go-to choice for streaming, but in 2026, things are changing fast. We've seen it guys, more ads, more restrictions, blocked applications, missing features, and now even concerns about what future streaming devices might allow you to install. Yes, I'm talking about you, Mr. Vega OS. So what if there was something with zero restrictions, full Windows support, retro gaming, streaming, browsing, emulators, multitasking, with enough power to completely replace your streaming box? Well, today guys, we're looking at the Ace Magic X5 Retro Mini PC, and honestly I have to say, this really surprised me. And if you stick around, I'll show you exactly why this tiny device might actually be the best Fire Stick or really any streaming device alternative for power users in the year 2026. Let's open that up. In fact, so this is the Mini PC guys, and I just have to say it just has such a nice retro feel. You can see obviously it's modeled on the original Nintendo Entertainment System, the Nintendo NES. Looks super nice, super compact. You have two USB 3 Type A ports, you have a Type C USB port, you've got audio out, you've got a power button here, you've got some nice ventilation on the side. On the back here we can see we have another two USB 3 ports, display port out, HDMI out, and another Type C USB port. Now we'll put the specs on the screen guys, but this is a seriously capable box. So you can see it's rocking the next generation Ryzen AI 9HX 370, which has 12 cores, 24 threads, with a Radeon 890M integrated GPU with 32 gigs RAM and 1 terabyte of NVMe storage. So looks really well made, really compact, and I'll be happy to put this under my main TV in the living room. So let me now power this up and let's see exactly what we can do with the mini PC like this. Okay, so the device does boot up into Windows 11. I've installed some of my standard applications. Let's do a quick Wi-Fi speed test. The Wi-Fi 7 speed tests look really good, but the device does give you two built-in gigabit Ethernet ports. So again, for your power users, you can take advantage of those hardwired speeds. In terms of general performance guys, this box absolutely flies. I mean, we can do a super quick test for just a quick YouTube video, but try some 4K content, and you can see that's a really nice, really sharp picture. Everything is super smooth, no buffering, no stuttering, it's working absolutely fine. Opening up applications, here we can see I've installed some of my favorite streaming applications. Here we've got this one here, which I just installed now. Let's open that up for the first time. Opens up absolutely fine. Let's click on allow. And you can now use this to access local media. Of course, you can install add-ons, maybe you can install custom builds. But this application absolutely flies on a Windows-based PC, so that's working great. So this is the application I typically use to access content from my NAS. But for other kinds of streaming, I always recommend this one here. So this has already been configured with my account which does utilize RD. And we can see here now, I can access all of my media on here. And everything is just super fast, super responsive. I can see my previously watched stuff. I can choose to watch something. Just try that random thing over here, click on play, and in less than 5 seconds I have now resumed that content and I can carry on enjoying that. That's working absolutely fine. So Windows-based applications, Windows-based streaming applications work absolutely fine, but some of you may be looking for more typical Android-based applications. Well, the easy fix for that is you can just install an Android emulator, as I've done over here, which is LD Player. Let me start that now. And this means now, without me faffing around trying to find Windows applications, I can just install those APKs directly in here guys. So, and it's just working absolutely fine. But for a quick test, let's say I do have a new application I want to install. I can just open up any browser, navigate to my website, which is just tech.uk.com. You'll see a category for all of your favorite genres. Let's download a media player for a quick test. Let's try this one over here. Let's click on that, read the disclaimer, click on I understand. Click on download. That's now downloaded. I can click on open, and it's just like installing your typical standard Android application file. So click on install, and you can see that installs absolutely fine. I can click on done, go back to home, and we can now see I have a new application here at the bottom, which I can easily just launch with one click. So if you are somebody that's just looking for pure Android based applications, you can always install an emulator on a mini PC like this, and go ahead and access all of that content without any issue whatsoever. So that's using an Android emulator. And again, as this is a full Windows PC, you're not going to have any kind of restrictions in terms of applications. You got full access to install VPN, any kind of streaming applications, software, productivity applications, Microsoft applications. And again, as this is a powerful PC, you can do multitasking, you can play retro games, you can play PC games, you can set up Plex on here. So really the options are endless in terms of flexibility with what you can do on a device that you have complete control of. Let me show you some gaming demos. So here we can see a game played by ETA Prime on the exact same box. And you can see guys running at 1080p, medium settings. It's working absolutely fine guys. So really good frame rates, looks really good. And I'm sure anybody will be happy playing a game like that on a mini PC like this. Here we can see just changing the settings up to 1440p, very playable, looks really crisp. So if you are looking to play some PC gaming, you definitely can do that on a box like this. Here we can see some Xbox gaming running at 2x resolution. That's looking good. Here we have some PS3 emulation running at 1080p. Again, looks very smooth, very playable. So again, if you're into your retro gaming, if you're into your PC gaming, you really will have a good time playing on the Ace Magic X5. Let's back out of that. And the reason why I mentioned that Fire Stick users are potentially moving away from that platform is Fire Sticks are great for basic users. They're fairly competitively priced, but if you've been watching the news recently, you know which direction they are heading. They are looking for more restrictions, more lockdowns, heavy advertising, controlling what you can install on your device, controlling what you can do on the device, and really just concerns about the future operating system becoming even more restrictive. So, and this is exactly why mini PCs are exploding in popularity, because with Windows, you get to choose exactly what goes on your device. You choose the launcher, you choose the browser, you choose when your device gets updated. You can uninstall updates, which we know you can't do typically on these streaming devices. And no worrying about, is my favorite application going to randomly disappear, because those kind of things just don't happen on these Windows based devices. And again, because it is for Windows, you get total control, total privacy, because you can install your favorite VPN on there. And I do honestly recommend that if you are streaming on any device in the year 2026, you should be using a VPN just for that protection, just for that privacy, and to make sure your ISP can't slow you down and your ISP can't monitor what you're doing. I personally recommend IPVanish. It's super fast, super secure, and it supports unlimited devices. So it doesn't matter if you got 5 Windows PCs, 2 Fire Sticks, 3 Android TVs, all of them can be covered with just one single account. If you scan that QR code, you will get a special offer just for Tech Doctor UK visitors, and it really is the best way to support me and my work, so many thanks for doing that. So wrapping this up guys, who is this mini PC, this Ace Magic X5 actually for? Well, if you just mainly watch Netflix and YouTube, then I think you'll probably be happy with just a basic streaming device, a basic Fire Stick or a basic Android TV. This mini PC is not really for you. However, if you are a power user, somebody looking for more freedom, more power, better multitasking, the ability to play games, desktop applications, expandable storage, Windows apps with no restrictions, then a mini PC like this does actually make a lot of sense, particularly for power users. It's super fast, super quiet, looks really cool with that retro styling. I'll be happy to place this under my TV. It really can cover all functions, whether that's local media playback, whether that's streaming, whether you want to install streaming applications through an Android emulator. All of that works flawlessly on the Ace Magic X5. It is a little bit on the pricier side, so you do have to factor that in. But if this can replace your entire media setup, then I do think it's worthwhile checking out, particularly for if you are a power user. So that's pretty much this video guys. Many thanks for watching. I'll leave all of the links in the video description and pinned comment if you want to check this out. Do leave me a comment below, let me know what you think, and I'll hopefully catch up with you guys real soon. Thanks.